Hi there, and welcome to this edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be having a look at this coming Wednesday's meeting here at Fanny Bay. Of course, it's day 3 of the Great Northern Darwin Cup Carnival, and it's Bridge Toyota Ladies' Day. With 2 days down and 6 to go, all eyes will be on Fanny Bay this week, with not only Bridge Toyota Ladies' Day, but NT Derby Day 3 days later. It's a massive week of racing here in the top end, and Ladies' Day is always a highlight on the carnival calendar. Fields overall are strong and competitive, with 57 entries in the 6 races and 4 of them boasting each way betting. The first begins at 1:59 p.m, with the last of the 6 time to go at 4:55 p.m. The opener is the Karen Brown Fine Art Handicap. It's the 0 to 66 over the sprint trip of 1100 metres. And in the first, my numbers are 1, 4 and 3. Going here with number 1, Belmont Day. Haven't seen this horse out since Cup Day last year, would you believe? Trained, of course, by the master Gary Clark. And Jared Todd, how good is it to see Toddy back in the saddle only a couple of weeks after that terrible fall here in Darwin, of course, on Rowant Day. 3 of the boys were injured. Toddy, of course, Kim Gladwin and Brendan Sweeney. And our thoughts, of course, with Kimmy and Brendan still in Royal Darwin Hospital. But Toddy escaped fairly lightly, I suppose you'd say. Had a bit of an injured hand, but he's back. He's got 3 rides on Wednesday. This is one of them, race 1, number 1. We've got it on top, Belmont Day. Only had the 3 starts in Darwin for 3 wins. Hasn't raced for a long time, but has had 2 or 3 trials just recently. And you can bet that Gary Clark and his team will have it ready to go. Number 1 on top for me, Belmont Day. To beat number 4, Snowsbro. Gary LaFoe trains this one. Jason Lyon, he's in good form, as we know. And Snowsbro trialled here just last week, and I was impressed with the trial. Really hit the line solidly, and certainly looks a coming winner. Has won 7 of 42, so it's certainly got plenty of ability. First start in the top end, probably the only question mark, but I've got it in to run second. And my third selection, number 3, Beer Mint, trained by Heather Lehman. Sonia Wiseman, she's going really well. Sonia rode a winner in Alice Springs just last Sunday. And Beer Mint only had the 1 run in Darwin this campaign and 1 at Adelaide River. Finished 3rd here the other day behind So Stoic. That was in higher grade than this, so I think it would pay to have it in the mix. 1, 4 and 3 in the first. The second, the Silk Laser Clinics Handicap. Another sprint trip over the 1100. This is the benchmark event on the day. It's a benchmark 75 and only a small field of half a dozen to go around. My numbers here, 4, 1 and 2. I'm prepared to allow the 3-year-old filly, number 4, May Amin, another chance. She was beaten last time out, her first loss in Darwin. She'd won her 2 previous starts in good fashion, impressive fashion in fact. She took on the older horses the other day in the open class gallopers and finished a meritorious 3rd, I thought, behind Niwand. Got stuck wide in the run from a wide draw. This time she's drawn 3, and with only a 6-horse field, I think you'll see her go forward. Hopefully she jumps away with them, of course, and she should be able to find the fence, I would think. The 1100 I think will suit better than the 1000 the other day, and look to her to bounce back to winning form. 4 on top. To beat number 1, Stage Front. He's a very good galloper, Stage Front, trained by Dick Leach and to be ridden by Sonia Wiseman. Hasn't raced since finishing an unlucky 2nd behind Smuggling in the Pioneer Sprint at Alice Springs on Cup Day. Got miles out of his ground there and came rattling home to run 2nd. Has had a trial, looked good in his trial here just the other day, and looked to him to go a bold race first up. And in for 3rd, number 2, Niwand. Was good winning here first up on the 19th of June. Then finished 4th behind Eastwood here on day 1 of the carnival. Wasn't a bad run, and Jason Manning and Vanessa Arnott, the combo there, got to go in the mix. 4, 1 and 2 in the second. The third's one of the features of the day, the Fusion Exhibition Rose Bowl. It's the fillies and mares event over the 1,300 metres, and this for the 0 to 70 fillies and mares. Really good field assembled here. My numbers are 4, 1 and 3. Going here with the last start winner, number 4, La Trioli, to be ridden by Jared Todd, and Gary Clark, of course, puts the polish on. This mare had disappointed in a couple of runs, but last time out in her 3rd start in Darwin, really put it all together in the 62 company. Bolted up on that occasion, ran a good time, 109.62, beating Caitlin's Angel, who's a rival again. And I think La Trioli, even though up in grade, can take plenty of beating here. Got it on top to beat the obvious danger. Number 1, Exact Replica, trained by Phil Cole. Phil's got a number engaged in this event. Let me have a look at his numbers. He's got 3 here. An Exact Replica, the best of them, won her last 2 outings. And last time out over 1,200 metres in this grade, 0 to 66, or just short of this grade. This is a 70. Drew the outside gate, went straight to the front, ran them off their legs and ran a slashing time of 1:7.76. She's flying. She'll be the hardest for Latrioli to beat. And in for third, number 3, Caitlin's Angel, Siren Fork for Kim Healy. Good run here behind Latrioli last time out, finished second on that occasion. And even though Latrioli was giving away 3.5 kilos to Caitlin's Angel, only half a kilo this time. So that's going to bring Caitlin's Angel right into this. Numbers in the Rose Bowl, 4, 1 and 3. The fourth, the Toyota Finance Handicap. Good to see Andrew Nash of Toyota Finance here in town. Of course, father of Chris, and does a great job there with Toyota Finance in Adelaide. This is the 1300 metre event for the 0 to 62 gallopers. Another good field assembled. My numbers are 4, 2 and 1. Going here with number 4, the Trooper, trained by Kev Lamprick and Alice Springs. No rider down as yet for this horse, but I'm sure that Kev will have somebody engaged any tick of the clock for the Trooper. It's had the 2 runs in Darwin this campaign, both over 1100 metres, and third placings in both behind Rock Atomic and Silver Melody. I think he's looking for the 1300. He's a big customer, is the Trooper, and I think he'll hit the line solidly over this trip. Even though he hasn't raced over this journey before, it just looks like he's ready for it now. 4 on top for me, the Trooper. To beat number 2, Bolek, good last start winner for Neil Dyer, and Siren Fork in the saddle. That win was on day 1, so 10 days between runs, or 10 or 11 days anyway. Up in grade a little bit, Bolek, but is in good form. Only the 2 starts here this campaign for a second and a win. And my third selection, number 1, Bar Gem, from the Normie Bracken barn, and Barry Huppets in the saddle. His was a good run here the other day behind Silver Melody in 62 grade, over 1100 metres, stepping up the extra furlong shouldn't worry him. In the fourth, 4, 2 and 1. The fifth is the 7 Darwin Handicap. It's the first of the 2 1600 metre races on the day. This one for the Class 2 gallopers. My numbers here are 2, 3 and 5. Going here with the last start winner Lionel, trained by Gary Clark. Alice Lindsay, she's building a good association with this horse. She's ridden the horse on 3 occasions for 2 wins and takes the mount again, claims the 2 kilograms of course. And this horse was good winning last time out, as we mentioned, in 3-year-old 64 company. Don't think this race is any stronger, so I've got it on top. To beat number 3, Grand Final, trained by Pat Johnson. Good to see Paddy out of quarantine now after being an attender at the Buff Club the other week. So he's really making the most of his time in the outside world, as it were. Stan Sakos takes them out here on Grand Final. Really good run behind Trident in the Guineas trial. Finished 4th, then suffered a slight setback and missed the Guineas the other day. Hopefully Paddy's put the work into it. I'm sure he has, to get it ready for this mile. I'm sure it'll race well. And in for third, number 5, Oregon Trail. Been disappointing in 2 Darwin runs. Allow it one more chance for Phil Cole and Jason Lyon. 2, 3 and 5 in race 5. And the feature, the $50,000 Bridge Toyota Cup. It's the 0 to 76, and of course it's over the 1600 metres, and another good race in the offing here. My numbers in this feature event, 2, 3, 1 and 8. 2 on top here, number 2 on top, I Am Impinged, trained by Kim Healy, Siren Fork aboard. Of course, ran 3rd in the Alice Springs Cup, this horse, and then at its first start since then was a very good 4th, I thought, behind Highly Decorated in the Rowan Cup on the 3rd of July. No, it wasn't. It was actually the day 1 feature. 3rd of July, yes, the day 1 feature. Just getting mixed up with me dates. Highly Decorated won the race on that occasion. Of course, we've seen Highly Decorated win again since in the Chief Ministers, so that's good enough form for I Am Impinged to be very hard to beat here. Got it on top to beat number 3, last year's Derby winner Budget King. Of course, the Derby last year was over this trip of 1600 metres. Gary LaFoe trains, Paul Shires rides. Hasn't had a run in Darwin this campaign, but did trial here the other day, and its last start second at Port Augusta was only a matter of about a month, 5 weeks ago. In for third, number 3, Autocratic. Disappointed last time out, but best to forget the run. Got trapped wide throughout. And Jared Todd goes back aboard, the Gary Clark train runner. And my 4th selection, number 8, Fairyland, was good winning here on day 1 of the carnival. Terry Gillette's having a good run both here and in Alice Springs, and Stan Sakos similarly, and look to Phelan to go a good race in the feature. 2, 3, 1 and 8 in the Bridge Toyota Cup. Best bet of the day comes up in the first. Get the money early. Race 1, number 1, Belmont Day. Race 1, number 1. And the best roughie in race 3, number 11, Southern Bolt. Knocking on the doors, Southern Bolt. Good third here the other day. Got it in to run a very good race. Race 3, number 11, Southern Bolt. Well, that wraps up this edition of Top End Track Talk, but we'll be back again on Thursday, so only in 2 or 3 days' time, to preview day 4 of the carnival. Of course, Ladbrokes NT Derby Day, with the $135,000 Derby, the feature race we're all looking forward to. Can Trident keep his hopes of the Triple Crown alive? We'll find out on Derby Day. But until then, good luck and good punting.